Bonjour and good morning and welcome to Coffee with Ant, John and Joella. I am joined today by the wonderful, the elusive, the not sure whether I'm going to wear my glasses or not. Joella, talk to me. How are you?
I'm good. Sunny day always affects everything I do. I can do stuff today I probably couldn't do on a rainy day.
Does it make you good? Do you feel that? I mean, we always say when you're in water sports, the doctor prescribed some vitamin C, and that is just going in the water, going in the sea, having a swim around. You know, in fact, I bought myself a swimming wetsuit, and I do a little bit of open water swimming. So if you're in the local Worthing area, please don't harpoon me. I am just out there enjoying myself. But I do answer to the words or the name Shamu when you're looking at that. But it is Friday. We're coming to the end. This week has gone unbelievably quickly for me, Joe. I'm not sure what it has done for you. What people don't see behind the scenes is is it on today? Is it off today? John obviously is not here. We can't see John. John has business takes preference over all of this stuff. Obviously, we do this because we enjoy it, not necessarily because we get a massive amount of business off it. Joe, I mean, I'm sure that you're in the same boat, right?
Yeah. Well, it's all raising your profile, isn't it? And being seen, and people having an opportunity to see how you are as a person.
It is. Sorry, mine's dark today. I normally have a big light in front of me, but like my children, my wife is incapable of putting anything back where she took it from. So that is not here right now. But Joe, it's been a week since we last spoke time. Just to give people an update, normally what we do is Joe is an executive coach, a very good one. So if you're a CEO or a good level, then please have a chat to Joe. But also she's got very good experience of understanding what you need to do to improve your profile branding and all that sort of stuff for a number of reasons, not just trying to get a new career. You might have a new boss and you want to understand how to get to know them better. But Joe is, I was going to say your man then, but your lady. Is it too early to call you a lady, Joe?
Well, I'm a woman.
Yeah,
you're a man.
Those are not the only two. Funny enough, I was talking to something yesterday, and this is going to be a massive offshoot, but I was talking to something yesterday about Biden, whatever you want to call him, made it that you can identify as whatever you are. So you could be a lady and be a man, and whatever you think that you are. You can, if you are a man and you want to be a cheese sandwich, you can be a cheese sandwich, which is causing all sorts of problems in the US because of sport. There are things that women are better than men, and there are things that men are better than women, and we're not going to get into that conversation now because obviously
it's a long one.
It is a very long one, but I'd be interested if I was a lady doing 100 meters running and some 6'4" chap rocked up next to me who identifies as a lady and what's obviously going to give a bit of a whooping. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
It's complicated.
It is very, very complicated, which is also brings us in quite tidily to what we do, because it is complicated if you don't understand how it works, but it's simple when you do it. So what we have decided to do with the illustrious John, who is otherwise engaged, and the glorious Joella, who are very, very experienced, way more experienced than I am in this arena as a recruiter, a salesperson recruiter, we have decided to do a how-to series, right?
Yeah, right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to tell you how to, for anything in particular that you think might be relevant.
Amazing. So what we have decided to do, we're going to do a how-to series, and that how-to series will be revolved around what I do, what John does, and what the lovely Joella does. So we will be offering 30 minutes on a Thursday, usually around about 10:30, I think it's going to be, but we'll get that sort of stuff up and out, and it will be a how-to. We'll have a specific subject for that day, and we will how-to across the platform, so it will give you a little bit of experience understanding how to benefit and grow and do all that sort of stuff. So fantastic. So Joe, talk to me about your week. You've got a very busy week. You've got a very busy day ahead of you, so today we'll keep it a little bit shorter. But what's going on with the wonderful world of your good self?
Well, I've had a very interesting week, as usual. Someone called me up wanting to know if I'd be interested in doing a mediation between two charities that where there was a lot of upset, which was interesting. I don't know if that'll come off, but we'll see. I had a conversation with a guy who had left his corporate job and was wanting to set up a new business. And as he was getting into the business, he was realizing actually it was a lot more complicated than he thought. And actually, he'd really wanted to do this because he thought it would be fun. But actually, it's really rather hard work. I'm not quite sure if that's really what he wants to do. Yeah. So, set up a meeting with him to help him get to the point where he's clear about what's his next step. What does he need to do? So that was interesting. Finished off something with someone who was doing, who I've just worked with for a number of sessions on his personal brand, someone at director level who chairs audit committees. And he had a wonderful aha moment where he suddenly realized who he was and therefore what was much more appropriate, how he could meld all that together so that the offering he could make, which wasn't just a governance offering, but was governance, with a twist, which worked better for him personally. And that was wonderful because suddenly, having been unable to take action and getting distracted by all sorts of things, he was sort of like, yes, got it, whoop. And that was wonderful to see. An aha moment. And, the usual run of coaching clients who, were working on various issues, and a certain amount of networking. So, and it continues today.
You know what would be really interesting is, obviously, we know each other. We don't really I've never actually met you, but obviously through this stuff, I feel that I could give you a cuddle, no problems. But you know what might be quite interesting is doing maybe a half an hour session with me live.
Well, sure, I'd love to do that. No problem at all.
I think that'd be good because we talk all this stuff and we do all these things and we normally have a Thursday call. But that Thursday call is usually us spitballing of what we can do together rather than figuring out how you can help me. And I think that'd be really, we sort of did talk about this before.
Yeah.
About you doing some stuff with me because I'm pretty sure I'm probably somebody that could do with some help in this arena.
Well, the key to having a valuable conversation is to identify an outcome you'd like to achieve by the end of that conversation. And then that will focus us. Basically you need a question to answer.
Okay, well, we'll figure that one out offline.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll come back and we'll maybe next Friday we'll do 30 minutes and that will be a coaching session with you and me.
Okay, well, you just have to concentrate on doing the coaching session and not get caught up in talking about surfing
Hang on. There we go. You're in charge, Joe. Tell me what you need me to do.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to just think about if the conversation that you have, that 30-minute conversation, is useful to you, what would you like to have achieved by the end of it?
I think probably a lot of the stuff that I do is kind of reactive. Do you know what I mean? We do as much proactive stuff as we can moving forwards, but in our business, it's very much you try to get work, then you get work, and then you've got to reactively deliver on that work. I would like to, I think, because I'd like to say that I'm very organized, but I would like to understand maybe better how I could communicate that, allow other people in the business to maybe take a little bit more of that work, not feel like I have to have my hands in every piece of it. And I think I'd also like to probably slightly, because I'm probably fairly different to a lot of the senior people, directors in businesses, is the way that I am conducive to an outcome that I want to achieve, or should I be more corporate?
Well, I haven't quite got the outcome that you want to achieve, so I couldn't make a comment. Well, I mean, it's not my place really to make a comment on that. I think the thing is that you do know the answer to this. My job would be to open a space so that you could think it through logically, so that the answer you got was the one that you came to. That's much more powerful.
Fantastic. Marvelous. Well, there you go. How does that sound for Friday next week?
Yeah, I got it.
There's no reason why our Fridays couldn't be just, and John's not on here today, so we'll sack John off.
Just ditch John. It doesn't matter.
If you're watching this, John, we'll do something else. But and there's no reason why, because I think that would be very powerful for not just for us, but for the people that are watching. And I think that gave me goosebumps then for a little bit. It really is.
I think you've got to bear in mind 30 minutes isn't very long.
No, but
you
there's no
still
reason why
can
we couldn't
do a great deal in 30 minutes if you are clear about what you want to achieve and you're very focused about it.
Okay, so let's we got that in the diary for next Friday, half an hour.
Great.
No reason why we can't do half an hour every Friday, and because I get some great advertising for you, I get some free coaching, and
yeah, exactly. Well, if you can find a win-win, it's brilliant.
Yeah. Perfect. So, Joe, I'll let you crack on. It's been a pleasure speaking to yourself again. I look forward to we will talk offline about what we're going to do, and we'll get some press out on Sunday on what we're going to do, and have a great day.